All right, right back as I promised. We're gonna continue to negotiate the reaction to Boots YSM exclusive. Shout out to YSM. Shout out to Jerron Ennis for clearing the air and trying to educate you motherfuckers. I already know y'all not gonna appreciate it because y'all hate education. You know what I mean? Some of y'all need to go back to school. Motherfucker try and break down the business and what his goals is, and you gonna sit there and try to tell him what he should do and why he should do it. That shit ain't right. It is what it is, bro. Let that man move how that man want to move. Especially if that man about to go face another champion. Especially if that man be putting belt to ass. Especially if that man is providing for his family and his team, and he putting other young fighters on. What it look like?
What's happening, Chris?
Nah, you know, they got me a little hot.
Man, young boy that spoke his piece, man. So either you believe or you gonna say he a liar. So
I mean they gonna talk shit. They gonna talk shit regardless. I already know how that shit go. My whole ordeal with this shit is, you get what I'm saying? We can't sit there and make excuses, you know, that he has to face Virgil as if Virgil is the next best thing to a champion or somebody who gonna give him a belt, because he ain't never had a world title before. So how the fuck? Then the motherfucker, the last comment, my man King, he talking about some goddamn in the live. He talking about some goddamn Ryan face anybody. Ryan don't have no belt. Of course he'll face anybody. He could have had the belt, but he wanted to come in overweight and lose the belt on the scale, and then he wanted to make sure he used PE fucking D's. Otherwise,
he ain't Boots.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Boots is his own man. You know what I mean?
Hey, but my whole thing is at least, hey, my whole thing with this shit is, and my point for saying what I was saying, at least name a nigga who actually was in the same situation. Stop naming. You can't name no non-champions to talk about what he would do versus a goddamn champion.
But everybody's career just isn't the same.
No, I agree.
You know what I mean? Everybody's career is the same. And just see, like I said in the comments, man, there's too many casuals. And we just talking about boxing, but just as in general, it's too many people that don't know what the hell they be talking about, that be commenting on shit. You know what I mean? And they be trying to speak so emphatically and with such conviction, like they know what they talk about. I got an opinion of things about boxing, but I know when I'm supposed to ask questions because some shit I just don't know. You know what I mean?
But you a smart man by nature.
I know, but see, what I'm telling you is, the more you make sense, the more you gonna frustrate yourself because you're talking to people that's idiots. And I ain't saying that to be disrespectful, but if you look up the definition of what an idiot is, that's what these people are. They're idiots, bro. Because they just be trying, just like, you are an idiot because you know you absolutely don't know what you're talking about. You can have an opinion, and that's okay. You can like somebody, but when somebody starts explaining to you the ins and outs and everything of how this works, just be quiet and say, okay, well, I didn't know that, but I still like this guy. And that would be more truth. That would be more sincere. That's why I sent you that video, because I wanted to ask you, have you ever heard of these gloves called, I think
Fly?
Fly.
Yeah, Fly gloves. Yeah, they good. It's just that, you know, they might be trying to finesse the system to try to get a knockout. Finesse the system and with the intent of they get the gloves customized, and they pro boxers, so they got a relationship to it. They can be able to tell them, I want you to distribute the padding a little bit more to my wrist versus my knuckle, so it can be more of a puncher's glove.
Right.
So I mean, it's a sauce. It's also, somebody could have opened it up and tried to break it in to where they kind of shifted the way the padding is. It's all different types of shit that you could be doing. But 9 times out of 10, it's easier to just get in contact with the company and tell them exactly what you want. So Fly Gloves is an official glove. It's a good glove.
Oh, my thing is, I've never heard of them. Like
they from overseas. Yeah, they from overseas. Nah, they good. Them shits cost a pretty penny too, gang. You get what I'm saying? I've invested in some $200, $300 gloves before. You know what I mean? So it's worth it.
There's nothing regulating how a glove should be made when you when you get it custom made.
I mean, not necessarily. It just has to be a certain weight, and then the fighters got to agree to it first and foremost. That's why you check each other gloves to make sure nobody doing nothing dirty, or it's not a glove that has like a clear like fault that could lead to injury within the actual ring. So if he don't agree, then they got to go back to the board and possibly renegotiate terms just for the sake of them. You get what I'm saying?
But because they were talking about something,
you breaking up, EH. You breaking up, EH. Bad too. Like you breaking up like bad relationships, gang. It's cause you on the road. What you out there in the forest, man? Hey, my man, shout out to Walter, man, for showing truck drivers love, man. I got a couple truck drivers that be tapped in, man. You know what I mean? They my guys too. So y'all already know the fucking vibes. We in this bitch, man. We talking boxing. We talking Jerron Boots Ennis. In my opinion, if we blazing it off right now, I like Boots more just because he's the younger guy. I feel like as far as fight potential, it would be a 50-50 fight, but then I got to give Boots a slight bit more of an edge due to the fact that he just has youth. And ultimately, this is a young man's sport. Yes, Terrence Crawford has, experience, but, Boots has youth, so ultimately, I'm gonna go with my guy. You get what I'm saying? And that's really non-biased. If they were the same age, and Crawford still had the same experience, then I would have to go against Crawford. I mean, I would have to go with Crawford because he just got the experience. But it could still be 50-50 because, I feel like Crawford is the harder puncher. You know what I mean? I'm not sure how that shit carried over 54. I think Boots would be stronger at 54 because he a big ass kid, bro. He big as shit. When he on his way in camp, he be big as shit. I'm talking about big and lean with it though. So he ain't losing that much body fat. He just dehydrating himself to be able to make weight, but he ain't losing that much body fat, bro. He be full as fuck. Every muscle full. You get what I'm saying? Still dumb agile, sparring in them 18-ounce gloves, letting his hands go like fucking crazy. You get what I'm saying? So, but man, shit is what it is, bro. We in this bitch though, man. Hey, man, hit that like button for me if you tapped in. You get what I'm saying? I'm sorry I couldn't start off on the stream, y'all. I didn't want to be late for y'all. 6 p.m. every single day. And I like to be on point. So I just had to get on, interact with my people. Hopefully we can get this build back up like how that first one was. I really loved the interview. I love the questions that YSM Sports was asking Jerron Boots Ennis, simply just trying to make sure that he articulated himself in a manner to where he helped y'all understand what the fuck he trying to do, the business, and the when it comes to negotiations, the boxer is in most cases the last to know. The last to know. That doesn't make any sense. It does, because when we sit down, if I'm your manager and we sit down to discuss certain things, I already have a common understanding on what direction I need to move you in, and I have a common understanding on how I can offer my services in a best manner to you. So if you trust me to be your advisor, I will advise. And in some cases, this is me making decisions even if you don't necessarily hear about it right away. And then I come back to you, and then we will analyze everything for what it is and be able to make a final decision based on how you feel about my services that I offer to you. That is technically me advising you. If it's no different than I consult businesses. You get what I'm saying? So mainly businesses on social media. So I will go in, right? And somebody would tell me that issue with a business, and I just would come in and start changing shit. If I sat there and tried to explain everything to them, I would be wasting time for getting them the results. But if I start making adjustments and they allow themselves to trust me, I make sure I over deliver on my promise. So if I promised your Shopify store would start getting more clicks and more buys, I'm going to make sure you get more than enough. That's just the way that it works when you're advising someone in general. So, and it's been proven. Now I get it. Boots don't get online and run his fucking mouth every second he get. Maybe he should talk a little bit more online. I'm not against that. But that's not everybody. Everybody can't be a social media star because they're a boxer, bro. It is what it is. I got kids that I work with right now, right? You know, I shooting. If he start talking, he gonna stutter like a motherfucker on camera. Meanwhile, he in the ring putting belt to ass. So he might can't be that guy that's gonna get on the camera and just make it to where everybody love what he doing. You get what I'm saying? But ultimately, it is what it is, man. Oh man, Saturday, man, I'm gonna be going there to shoot my guy JYD, Aaron Peterson. You get what I'm saying? One of the toughest middleweights in Philly. Good stopping power, very awkward fighting style, and he a dog, very hard worker. So, you know, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens this Saturday on that. I'm gonna try to see if I can get my guy EH back up here. Bear with me. It's almost like they ain't all right. Damn, speaking of the devil. Yo. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah. You sound good.
Man, I'm up in the mountains of Missouri, man.
Oh, all right. My fault. He doing his thing. Go on, get your money, man.
Oh man, you know that, Jack.
Oh no, I ain't mad at you.
Don't chase that paper, man.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, Richard Hitchens, he just gotta agree to the gloves. He might, if he feel like the gloves is gonna give him a slight edge. You get what I'm saying? He does have the right to be able to protest. You know, just because at the end of the day he have to protect himself. It's bad enough I already got to fight. Why would I let you go in there with something that I feel like might be giving you this unfair advantage? I want to make sure the playing field is even, especially if you say you like my glove, I need to like your glove too. It's been times where Mayweather Madonna, when he checked his glove, he was like, yeah, the glove too thin. Swap him out. He can wear the same shit I'm wearing.
Right.
When he tried to do it, huh?
Floyd was the A side in that situation. You see, Farrell got the belt, so how would the politics on that go?
Still, those politics really don't matter. He ain't that big. If he was Canelo, then it's basically like, nigga, I shut this shit down because I can get anybody to fight me. So you either want the fight or you don't. You get what I'm saying? He don't really got that many. Like, he got low leverage, but he ain't got that much options to where he can just sit motherfuckers to the side. So yeah, I get it. He is A side. But you know, when it comes to a motherfucker worrying about their safety, that if they're smart, they will protest. You can't be too thirsty for no goddamn belt. Shit gotta make sense. You still gotta live another day after boxing. So I'm not mad at somebody taking precaution. But yeah, you know, I'm just glad. I'm glad he went public with that shit. And you know, I just wanna, can we hold Gervonta Tank Davis to the same fucking standard we trying to hold Boots? If you want Boots to go do some phenomenal shit, I just want y'all to start protesting and making Tank fight people within his weight class or a weight class above, and stop keep on pulling people from under him. Lamont Roach, worthy opponent. You get what I'm saying? Bud versus Canelo, fuck a Boots fight. Hey, without a doubt. Hey man, this is for greatness. I respect it from Bud. It is super risky. He could potentially get stopped in this fight. He could potentially get hurt in this fight. You get what I'm saying? But if you go in there,
your voice is low, Chris.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but it's real low.
I'm wondering why. Hold on. What about now?
Yeah, that's a little bit better.
Oh, I don't know then. Fuck, it's always something, ain't it? Wait, do I got some other shit playing? That might be what it is. No, I ain't got no other shit playing. At least I don't think so. What about now? I sound better now? I sound better now?
Nah.
Oh my gosh, bro.
I could barely hear you.
All right, I'm about to jump off and jump back in.
All right.